Let me know if you guys can hear me. That's crazy. I think I clicked on the wrong button. They changed this whole setup, this whole profile. I'm like, why did you guys do that? I was just getting used to it. Let me know if you guys can hear me first. This is crazy. I'm so embarrassed that this happened. I don't like going live. I like doing my stuff recorded. So just let me know. Give me a checkbox. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys are here. This is crazy. All right. So want to welcome you guys here to this live. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know you showed up. Right. Joyful stamping is in the house. Right. All right. So let's get started. Wait until my guests get here. They're going to be here, but I kind of want to talk about this tool really quick and kind of give you an idea of what's going on now. Um, what we've been noticing, and definitely as of recent, as of late, just a change in landscape when it comes to e-commerce. I think most companies are figuring out that moving to an online only business model, there's a lot more trust, there's a lot more scrutiny, there's a lot more protection of goods, right? So no one really, a lot of people are kind of, they're moving into they're not being as profitable. That's just, let's just call it what it is. I mean, Walmart, Kmart, I think if you guys have joined my live a couple of weeks ago, I talked about the challenges that this particular market is having. So a lot of companies are moving. There's a flight to online e-commerce just for the mere fact of people not getting robbed. There's teenagers doing a lot of different things. And so I don't really want to get too much off in a tangent than for me to kind of just show you guys what's going on. So if everybody's moving to everybody's moving to online, if everybody's moving to that particular space, you may want to try to get in now before it's too late. And what I mean by that is just like the whole thing with YouTube, right? You can see a shift in you can actually see a shift in the economy. So when people start cutting the cord when it came to cable and those types of things, people started to shift and they started to go to YouTube, right? And so the early adopters, the people really benefited was the people that had their channels since like 2007 or whatever. Those people are having millions of followers right now. They're making like 10, 15 grand a month, easy. Some making 20 grand a month. Um, but it's just really about being an early adopter on this. And I just see this shift going towards this e-commerce where everybody will soon have their own stores and everybody will be supplying to either Walmart or Amazon. Now, Amazon was the first to flight when it came to e-commerce, but Walmart is slowly coming around. The good thing about this is Walmart is just getting started. So if you wanted to try to get into that space, um, you would be an early adopter in Walmart's particular case in their instance. So let me kind of show you, and I'm going to do as the guests as they make themselves way over here. I'm going to show you the tool that I'm looking at. That if you do consider that, right? So if you do consider moving in that space, let's talk about the tool here. Let me bring it up on the screen. And I'm going to tell you what I like about this tool. And one of the co-founders is supposed to be showing up, hopefully. And we're in two different time zones. So when you tell people, hey, be here at this time, to them, they're like, oh, that time. You're like, no, it was our time zone. So I wanted to make sure. And I'm going to check in with him as well. So I want to look at the deal here. Let me pull the deal up. And when he gets here, he's going to probably show you some of the behind the scenes. And I'll kind of show you. Mine is not populated yet, but I'll kind of get into that a little bit. So this is going to be kind of a technical vision type of live, right? And so hopefully you get an opportunity to look at it and just take it in and try to understand what the vision of what this is that you can do. So let me share screen here until he gets in. So let's do that. So of course, most of you know that I frequent AppSumo, right? Most of you guys know that already. Um, so let's take a look here at the tool, right? So AppSumo is a company, and just those who don't know, right? AppSumo is a company that um, they're able to do. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get situated. I got like 50 things going on here. Um, So AppSumo is a company. All right, let me get back focused. All right, so AppSumo is a company that provides a platform for companies and or startups to show their tools and provide a super steep discount of maybe a one-time lifetime price that you would pay for a deal that that may end up becoming a monthly recurring price at a substantially higher price, right? So that's kind of what AppSumo does. They have a 60-day guarantee. You can try them out. It's the best to me. It's the best work. It's just like, listen, you buy the tool, you take a test 60 days. Does it work in your ecosystem? Does it work for you and your business? And if it doesn't, then you just return it and you'll either get a credit or you can just return it back to either your PayPal or the credit card that you purchased it on. Now, um, this is a tool. It's called Skupreme, right? SKU is short for SKUs. You know, when you're moving a lot of product, you have to have SKUs, right? That identify all your products. So that's a play on words. Which, hey, listen, we all have our own. We all manage and do our own different things here, but so it's called Skupreme, right? And so basically, what they do, right? Let me just show you this little quick image. So basically what they do is they look at all of your inventory from all of your ecosystem platforms, whether it be eBay, whether it be Amazon, whether it be Walmart, whether it be Etsy. They look at all of your inventory in one inventory management, one snapshot system. This is crazy, right? That's what they do. They look at everything from one window. So if you move into e-commerce and you're like, hey, you know, this is what you're going to be moving, and what you do is you look at everything from one window, one glass, and that's what you guys have to do. So let me see here. Let me see where he is. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. I apologize. Again, I am trying to get this right. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. I think they're lost. I sent them the link, but I think they are lost here. All right. So what this does is it gives you a 40,000 foot view of everything, right? So let's take a look at. You can do predictions in your inventory management. You can see when there's change and what's going to happen. It kind of gives you an idea. So these are all the tools that it kind of links up to, and we're going to take a look once the co-founder hops on. We're going to take a look on behind the scenes and how a lot of this stuff looks, right? So if you are a if you have your own brand, and so it's so easy nowadays to start your own brand, right? And if it's so easy to, you have AI tools that kind of help you with personas and all that other stuff. You don't have to do a lot of that. Let me see if Freddie joined. I wonder if Freddie is on here, because Freddie, I may have him come. I don't know if he's going to show you any of his background or all the things he have going on. But so as you see here, you can have Amazon. You can put in your Shopify. You can put in your WooCommerce, your Walmart, your eBay, your Newegg, your Wayfair, Sears, the BigCommerce, Google. So you can have all. You can look at the inventory in every single one of these. You could do, right. Every single one of these you can look at, right. Um, You also, it handles your shipping, right? DHL, uh, Amazon fulfillment, FedEx, UPS, United States Postal Office, right? And then it looks at all of those things and it looks at your ads too. This is a powerhouse tool. I've never seen anything like it, right? Um, so it has all of that there. Hey, Freddie, how you doing, sir? You listen, I don't know if you want to show your background or anything like that, and or if you want to possibly come on. I have no idea. Or if you could do me a solid and kind of reach out to the team there via chat or something while I'm still going live. I think they got the times mixed up. I think they're in Brazil, and I think they're in another. I think they're on a different time zone, so they're probably going to show up at a different time. And it's like, hey, Jenny, when are we starting? I'm like, dude, we've already done, right? So I want to make sure. So I can't try to police them now. I just talked to them yesterday. They said, yeah, they'd be here. So anyway, so I digress. All right, so let's go back. Let's look at the deal here a little bit, right? So to me, right, they already said there's probably a good chance that they won't be back. They just wanted to do this for more exposure, right? So let's look at the deal here and then we're going to get into it, right? You can sync up your listings with TikTok. I didn't know that. You can sync them up with TikTok and or Google. So if you have a Google store or something like that, you can definitely sync up your inventory with that as well. So Freddie, see if you can reach out to them, and if not, then I'll bring you on. Kind of if you're willing to show your back end of your that sounded funny, but the back end of your e-commerce platform, this particular platform, if you wanted to show that, just a snapshot of it. Don't have to do anything serious, but I wanted to make sure that people showed up live. I wanted to give them something to look at. I don't even have anything in mind, but I kind of wanted to just tell them how difficult it was to now get on Amazon, right? And so I'll talk about that and how to get on Walmart, right? And how I'm going to use that with Shopify. I mean, how I'm going to use that with my launch card. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. So if you guys continue to hang out here, so let's look at the deal here, right? So I'm going to look at the deal and I'm going to tell you the reason why I selected the deal that I selected. So the deal is you can get one workspace, 5 users. You can sync catalog to 3 marketplaces, right? So really, if you bought this for $49, I think it's a couple of $100 a month. But if you just got one workspace for, if you just got one workspace, right, then you could actually still do a lot with this. But what happens is as you start to grow and you start to scale, um, you have an opportunity to possibly go with the 10 users, or if you start turning over responsibilities. So I talk about this all the time on my channel, is how you create a system. Once you create a system, then you move into the investor type of setup where now you're running 5, 6, 7 stores, making about 120, 130,000 a day. This is possible, right? There's people out there doing this, right? And I think what people did not know, and I'll transition here and I'll talk about some other things here. Let me just finish the plan. So this is a one workspace, 10 users, unlimited orders, right? I think I got 3. No, I think I got 4. I think I got 4 codes. Because what I wanted was when it goes to 4 codes, it goes to unlimited marketplaces. And I think that's where I wanted the unlimited marketplaces because it's very affordable for me to get unlimited because I think it's actually $196 a month, and I paid a $196 cost, a fixed cost. So that's a fixed cost. I don't have to. It's not a variable cost. It's not going to change every month or something like that. So I think I went with a 4 codes. Actually, I did because I wanted unlimited marketplaces. 3 workspaces is pretty good. Then unlimited users, just in case if I have family and friends as my business grows so big, I'll bring my mother out of retirement and says, "Hey, mom, manage the inventory for this store." She doesn't know that. I don't even know if she's watching this now, but I was like, "Hey, mom, watch this." And then my sons, um, I'll pay you guys part time to manage this or manage that. So you never know with your users, right? And then may have a couple of VAs doing a couple of things. So I went with unlimited users, 3 workspaces. So this is, to me, it's a sweet spot for this particular deal on the amount of money they're going to charge per month for this. I think the plan 4 is all you need. I don't think you need to go and 10 codes and all other stuff. I mean, I don't, unless you're running a major shop. I'd be interested to know, I think once Freddie hops on, how many did he do? Because Freddie has a lot, right? So the app is, and I already talked about it already. So the app is, it's it's called Skupreme, right? Skew is SQ. Um, it's um, it's SQU Preem, Skupreme, right? And SQU is how you manage your SKUs, right? So let me tell you the difference between this, right? Let me come back on stage here. We're going to talk a little bit more. But again, I would look at, and if you want to pick it up, obviously the link is in the description to pick up anything that I talk about, any tools that I even mention, you'll be able to pick those up there. And I appreciate you guys helping me out to continue to support the channel. Right. So let me put myself back here on the stage here, and I'll probably come back and I'll probably show that a little bit later, right? So what you have is, and here's a difference in Launch Cart and some of these others, right? And I'm going to tell you the vision behind that. I'm going to show you a play, because you guys know when you show up to my lives, I'm always going to give you a playbook. That's what I do. That's the reason why you guys follow my channels, because I mean, you can follow anybody's channel, but if somebody's actually giving you a playbook and showing you what the play is, it's always good. So I love when you guys at least show up and give me the juice for that, right? So, so let's talk about the playbook, right? So the playbook is this, right? So if you have a launch cart, right? You have a launch cart. Let me see if I can bring up a slide and kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see if I can show you. Bum bum bum. Is this? Let me show you. I don't think I have it. I thought I put it in here, but I don't think I have it. Thought I did have it. Um, yeah, I don't see it. I thought I had the plan to show you guys. What did I do with it? Oh my goodness. Any other questions while I kind of show you? You guys have any other questions while I kind of show you guys? And again, I'm still waiting on the founders to show up. No one from their team is showing, and it's Saturday there, right? I think it's in Brazil. I think it's in Brazil where they're at. Hey, Sister Soldier. I'm trying to find what I wanted to show the people here, but I don't see it. And I kind of just created that. Wanted to see if you guys could actually. Did I put it here? Let me see. I don't see it, and I wasn't ready to show you guys. I wasn't ready to show you this, but I wanted to show you because the founder would be here by now. But I'll just show you the play that I decided that I'm going to probably do when it comes to mine. So give me a second here. You guys have any questions on this? All right, so let me do this. Darn it. I hate it when a plan doesn't come together. It's hard being live. If you guys have ever been live, you do a live, this live is tough because nothing ever goes the way you planned it. It's like, did I plan that to happen? I don't know, right? Oh, so let me see. I think I got it. Hold on. You guys may be in luck. You may be in luck. Any questions? You guys have any questions really quick? Ask some questions. Come on, guys. Don't leave me out here. Somebody ask something. Ask some questions. Oh, here it is right here. Let me open it up here. You guys are funny. Thank you for your patience. All right. So yeah, found it. All right. So let me share with you guys here, right? And you guys know I'm all about the visuals, right? Because that's what I do. All right. So I think you can see this screen. Actually, let me stop sharing on this side. Let me stop sharing. Let me do this. Let me pull this over here. Yeah, I found it here. So let's see. And again, the founders was supposed to be here. I don't know where they're at. If they get here, don't beat them up, right? Don't give them hard of a time. Let's see. I don't see them checking in yet. They're still not here. Left me out here on my own. All right, so let me share the screen and let me show you the play, right? And I know a lot of you guys got launch cart. Like they say, ensure take your time. I ain't preaching yet, Cole. I'm getting there. I can't even, honestly, you guys know me. I can't even get in a groove. And let me tell you the reason why. This time you guys have kind of seen me like this because I depended on so learn one thing about live. Don't depend on your host to show up, right? That's like I just talked to you not even 13 hours ago, and you said, I got it, I'm gonna be there, whatever. And then you don't show up. Because if they'd have said, hey, I don't know, something came up, then I'll be like, all right, I got something for you. Then if you don't show, then I'll do this. No, they're like, hey, I'm gonna be there, and I don't see them. So does that mean I'm gonna return my tool? No, I'm not gonna return the tool because it is a pretty good tool. Good to see you here, uh, Cole. All right, so let me show you this playbook, right? This is crazy. All right, so this is my playbook, right? You guys know I don't mind sharing my juice because that's what we do here, right? So let me zoom, let me zoom it. Man, I'm giving you when I go live, I just be showing you guys all of my stuff, giving you guys all of my plans, right? But I think people that work with me already as a coaching, they already know, and I already showed them the exact plans, right? So as you all know, right? As you guys already know, I run a lot of things from my influencer soft because I can put a lot of things in the top, right? I put a lot of things, I put a lot of things in the top of influencer soft and I let it go to all of my different ecosystems. So I only got to speak one language from the top and I let that go down like that, right? So from there, I'm able to get people into my e-commerce stores and then for my e-commerce stores, and I was working with Freddie. Freddie is already an e-commerce genius. This dude is in all kind of products and all this other stuff. Do you know, like the thing that we try to do, become an agency for SaaS products and all that? You know, you could become, you can buy white label products from major distributors and put your own brand on it. This is another play. This is another game. This is another level, right? And I was talking with Freddie. I was like, man, people are doing that. He says, yeah, man, people put their name on it because now all you have to do is concentrate on the marketing. You're not touching nothing. You don't have a inventory. Your garage is not filled up. This is not the old days. That's not. This is a serious game. The reason why the game has changed is because everybody's buying online now, right? And because the stores are closing, they're closing because people are breaking in there. They're going in, they're snatching stuff, snatching grabs. The law is they can't because of a liability, the people can't go and start trying to take different things out of the store. The security can't stop people because they don't want the liability of actually hurting the actual robber, right? And so a lot of stores just like, you know what, we're going to change. We're going to change it. So this is my system, right? Those who work with me know I've shown you this many a times. This is just what I do. This is inside my head, right? Um, so what we have here is I run a lot of my things from here. But what I also do is every single website that I have a merch store, and it may be a different store, right? And it really depends on what it is I'm actually trying to move. The best part about, and let me tell you how the launch cart grew into the Amazon store and me get my Walmart store is because inside of launch cart you can actually they have a collective, right, of other people that are doing other products that have these full-blown brands. So what I'm doing is I'm taking their brands and I'm pushing their brands out through my medium, through my stores. So now I don't have to wait and try to find product. I just buy the product, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like here. I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to look at that. What do you mean by seeding the fulfillment? I don't. Please rephrase that. I don't know. Oh, is that what? Oh, you guys are talking. You guys are having a conversation. Yeah. So he says it doesn't support seed sync from WooCommerce. That breaks a deal for us. Please prompt them to add that. So Freddie, work with them on that. Freddie has a lot of influence with them, so he'll do that. And if you guys kind of explain and maybe talk offline, don't talk over the heads of my clients here. But Patrick, we really appreciate you sharing that. But I think Freddie has an inside. I used to have an inside till they didn't show up to my live when they said they would. And actually, hopefully, if he got on, I can even tell you. Let me see. Let me check again. Oh, so hold on. I mean, he said something. What did he say? He said, didn't invite. Where should I join? Oh, okay. Well, let me give him his invite. Hold on. Let me give him this key. All right. So I think we might be good. He said he didn't get his invite, right? So he's probably gonna join. So Patrick, you'll be able to get your question probably answered. So he should be showing up here soon. Because he didn't get the invite. I don't know what happened. Let me tell you guys something, right? Let me just be honest with you. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you on this live stream. I don't like Slack. I do not for the life of me. That is, to me, it's probably a good tool if you really, really know how to use it. I can't feel Slack for some reason. I probably sent it to him. I probably sent it to somebody else. I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, let's communicate via Slack. I'm like, dude, let's just do email, right? So, so he's probably going to be joining here soon. Like I said, he probably got it. So the play is this, right? From the collective, which I'm going to show you the collective. Let me show you that here. Let me show you the play. You guys got launch. And all. So you have to understand, where is it at? Let me show you. All right. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see. All right. So this is the Launch Card Collective. This is the back end of Launch Card. Everybody that bought Launch Card has access to the collective, which is what I was telling you guys. This is a bigger play than what you guys really think. So what you could do is, I don't have to like women's clothing to sell women's clothing, right? I can bring my wife in here and says, hey, honey, do you think women are like wearing this? Do you think women are like wearing that? I can bring her in here and friends or whatever. And so if I find a women's clothing store here in the collective, I can create one of my launch card stores and just have it a women's collection. I don't have to like women's collection, but if other women like it and I do enough branding, or I go do enough enough Amazon lives, and I'm talking about the new collection, the new fall collection, or my wife does that, we can definitely still do that. What you probably need to understand is, and what I did not know is, you could drop ship from Amazon. Right. So the traditional drop shipping of creating t-shirts and mugs and hats and all that, that could still be done through Printful and Printify, right? That could still be done through Printful and Printify. But all right, so it looks like he's shown up. Hopefully he checks his stream there, because it looks like, yeah. All right. So I'm going to be bringing him on. I'm going to just set this up really quick, and then we're going to come back to it. Let me finish my thought here. This is the collective. So what I want to do is, I want to go and I want to look at all these brands I have access to inside your launch cart right now. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you can go from launch cart and then move and then get you a whole nother store, Amazon store. And then that's where this tool would come into play, because now you're moving the same products from your launch cart, you're moving those through your Amazon store through your Walmart stores. So this is a bigger play than what people think, right? So I may go here and may say, you know what, I want to do skateboarding, right? And I may want to view their profile, right? I may want to view the website. I'm only showing you this. He's going to come on here in a minute. So again, let me share this tab instead. I don't do skateboarding, right? I think my sons did it when they were growing up, but doesn't mean I can't be in a skateboarding market. Why? Because what YouTube has done to the cable industry, the e-commerce industry is going to do the same thing. That's why it was important for you to get the stores. That's why it was important for you to do the launch card. What you're going to find out from launch card is now you have access through the collective to get other products. I can now move these products on my Amazon store and on my other stores as well, right? So person could get helmets, right? Click here, helmets and all this stuff. This is not my store, but can I sell it? I can, right? Because I have a launch cart store that I can say, hey, this is my skateboard shop, right? I'm gonna give you guys this quick play, and then we're gonna I'm gonna bring the guest on. So basically, what I did is because there are no skate shops in my community, I launched the board online skate shop, just using strictly launch cart. I'm still working on that. That's a fourth quarter objective of mine. I'm not working on that this particular quarter. I'm working on some book launch and some other stuff, but that's moving that to the fourth quarter, right? But I will be launching this brand. And what does it do? It just adds to my ecosystem. I'm not touching anything. I'm like the puppeteer of all the you guys know I love tools. I just let all my tools do all the work, and I manage everything from the top for my influencers off. I can see what pages they're getting hits and all that other stuff. So anyway, enough about that. All right, so let's bring on the guest. Let's bring him on. Let's get him on. Let me get this off of the screen. I'm going to bring him on. So we have Francisco here. Francisco is the founder and COO of, is it Skupreme, or how do we say that?
COO.
No, I'm
Can you hear
saying,
me,
is it
bro?
the name of your company? Is it Skupreme?
Oh, Skupreme. Skupreme.
Oh, Skupreme. All right. So it is Skupreme. So he is here. I kind of did like a 40,000-foot view of your tool, and then hopefully you can kind of take us behind the scenes and kind of look at it a little bit. What I did was I was kind of explaining to people how the industry is changing, how YouTube kind of changed the cable industry, and now people have all their own channels, and now a lot of people are moving to where they have their own they're having their own e-commerce setups and their own e-commerce shops. And this is the next wave. So that's what I wanted to talk about. So not only just managing one store, but managing multiple stores from multiple platforms. So I'll give you an opportunity to explain who you are, and we'll take it from there.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I was looking for that invite all over the place. I was like, where did Jamie send that invite to the live stream?
Yeah. So take them. They want to know in a nutshell, in a 60-second commercial, what is Skupreme? What is it? What are people what are people getting when they do that,
Sure.
when they look at your program? We already looked at it on we already looked at it on AppSumo. I kind of went through the deals a little bit. So kind of and I already told them they're getting a deal if they do this. So go ahead and take it over, sir. What do you got there? What are you guys?
Awesome.
Who are you guys?
Yeah. Skupreme is the centralization platform. It's an all-in-one place to manage all your e-commerce operations. That's the simply put phrase. It's the place where you want to centralize your entire management when it comes to order management, catalog management. I guess it started as a necessity to have like this sort of streamlining tools and automation, that level of automation, because back in 2016, um, I guess with the boom of Amazon, like people getting into private labels and wholesaling, all that prompted us to kind of join that industry as well. So
So when you say that, because even for my audience, and which I was trying to say that is when you get into the private labeling and things of that nature, are you basically, it's almost like you're white labeling, like taking someone else's brand and mixing it in with your brand, and then you're selling it as is it your own brand? Is that what it is?
I can tell you a bit of the story. There is a friend in New York. He was working at a New York Stock Exchange. He had this kind of like side hustle. He was starting a audiophile gear brand, more geared store like vinyl audio lovers. So yeah, shout out to Hudson Hi-Fi. That was the company that he started. I started working with him, kind of like pushing out. In the operation side of the business, it has infinite demand for your time. Basically, at the beginning, I was helping him walk the packages from the apartment to the USPS office. Later, it become like booking the shipments LTL from China to California.
Uh-huh.
But it went the entire evolution from I guess like it was a private label that started as a with local machining shops in New York, and then moved to international supply chain. And but when you're saying like white labeling some other people brands, I would say like my partner in Supreme and as well founder of Hudson is a inventor. So part of the designs would come from I would say like personal genius. So he,
Okay.
he would make these own designs, and then we manufacture them and have an international supply chain. But then selling on Amazon, going into Shopify, then came the question of how do we sell across different channels? How do we expand this brand? And it was like, okay, let's sell eBay, Etsy, Amazon, Walmart, Shopify, everything all at once. Like even if we can tag a product on Instagram, we gotta be able to manage it all concurrently in a single platform, because otherwise we'll be kind of like a ton of places to juggle with the tools. Actually, since I didn't get the invite, I had some of one of our customers book a call today. I often extend my personal booking time so I could help with
Sure.
them on our
Uh-huh.
own configurations. And he was sharing me with TikTok, for example. There's so many platforms just within TikTok. You have the affiliate partner page, and you have the ads management page, and you have the product management page, and you have the TikTok as a account where you post your dancing videos and all that stuff. And that's like a multiverse of platforms. That's just TikTok.
So so
Yeah.
can you show us the back end and let us kind of get an idea so a person can envision
hmm
so a person can kind of envision running multiple platforms and or something like that.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. I guess I can share my screen and
Yeah,
take
at the
you.
bottom you click on share. Yeah, and then I'll just allow you to do that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the back end. And again, this is you have to. There's a lot of people that says, "Hey, I don't know if I want to be in this business, this space." You don't have to be in this business or this space. You really don't have to. So let's take a look here. See what we got here. All right. So
Awesome.
what are we looking at? What here? Let me remove us from the. Let me see if I could remove. I don't want to drop nobody, but I just want you to kind of explain. Let me see. Are you there? No,
Yep.
that didn't work. All right, so let me do this. All right, so I'll put us over here. All right, so go ahead and explain to us what are we seeing here, and what. So this would be the back end of a person that has, I don't know, they're maybe selling on Amazon, they may be selling on Walmart, they may be selling on Etsy, they may be selling on Shopify, right? Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Something like this? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're showing us there, right there. You got them right there. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we have them right here. So basically, Supreme designed for Amazon sellers, Shopify sellers who want to go omni-channel, sell everywhere, and basically be able to manage it from a single place. From here, what we can see is the catalog, a centralized catalog where we see all our items by parent families, the child variations, and we have the different marketplaces where we are syncing
So you're syncing
the
the inventory at all times. So
products.
that is Amazon, right? And then the next one
Yep,
next to that is what? Shopify?
Shopify. So let me share kind of like what this looks like. So this will be the Amazon.
Uh-huh.
This would be the Shopify,
Hmm.
and this would be Walmart, right?
All at the same time. You're managing all
All
of
at
the
the same
inventory.
time.
This is
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah. And so we're
Yeah.
syncing both the inventory available for fulfillment and the inventory that we have in storage. But here's the thing, it's more than a catalog management tool, and it's a comprehensive e-commerce ERP. And we call
Okay.
it the solution to point solutions. Why? Because we replace a bunch of subscriptions that might be charging you like $50 here, $100 there, $200 there, even 2,000 dollars for a subscription. And what we're doing is we're centralizing the catalog management, but then we move into the supply chain management aspect. Let me just show you how we're syncing first the information,
Okay.
because we're seed syncing, and that's I guess I was hearing one of the questions, what do you mean by seed? And seed means the origin, right? Like where does the information come from? Originally, information comes from Amazon or Shopify, comes into Skupreme, then we're synchronizing it to the other marketplaces. What do we synchronize? Item information, meaning the product images, the descriptions, the titles, the short titles, the identifiers such as UPC, G teams, SKUs, different variations for the SKUs, and as well we synchronize the orders. So Supreme is capable of taking your Amazon or Shopify catalog, taking it into Walmart, taking it into Etsy, or eBay, all these marketplaces, TikTok, and when you receive an order, you will take the order, you will fulfill it, and then add the tracking number back to the marketplace using any of your storage providers. And that's where we go into the supply chain aspect. And that's when I was saying, like, hey, there's a ton of time consuming tasks throughout I guess, the e-commerce entrepreneur life, because
Mhm.
first you're purchasing the inventory, then you're storing the inventory. But to storage it, you have to move it in between places. And there's a ton of reconciliation, documentation, communication that has to be done with the suppliers, with the factories, with the warehouses, with the even the drivers, like get involved at that stage, and all falls kind of into a flow of information. And that's why Supreme is more than a catalog manager. It's more of a e-commerce ERP, and as well, it's a supply chain management platform with tons of forecasting capabilities, shipment creation, um, storage provider management. And that's what I was showing you. Like we can synchronize the orders is because we get access to the entire, and you can replicate you can model after your own network of fulfillment providers, meaning warehouses, 3PLs. You can put them here, and what we get is basically live feed into our warehouses. For example, this one in Colton, California, we get to see how many items they're storing for us, kind of their different carton configurations. And we call them the carton aliases, so different ways to call a product that basically is the same product but might come packed in different ways. So boxes of 100, boxes of 200, different ways to manage that. But it's a comprehensive way to put everything in a single, like every single piece of the puzzle, put it together in a single frame and be able to manage an e-commerce operation. Basically from the origin of the inventory, when you purchase it, so drafting purchase orders, managing purchase orders in production, planning shipments, reconciling shipments that have been shipped, and everything has its own module in Supreme. So you
So
get a place where you can manage suppliers. Yep.
so this is very comprehensive, right? So
Mhm.
if a person was wanting to get started, you think, right? Because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know how lucrative this is because they're not in this business, right?
Mhm.
This is a very lucrative business. You would agree with that, right?
Which business? Which all of them?
Just being in this fulfillment, order fulfillment, running all these different a person generally does, like your friend that got into this and he was no longer a stockbroker. He's making what? An estimated, you don't have to give raw numbers, but
I can give you a statistic. I can say that there's 80,000 brands in the US that sell well over $1 million
$1 million annually.
annually. Yeah,
Yeah. So if a
like
person, but how?
80,000 e-commerce brands. E-commerce brands.
Oh, 80,000 e-commerce brands. And I think that's only going to grow just based off of what's been happening, right? What's been going on in the industry. I think there's a change. There's more of a flight to online e-commerce because of store closings. And, you heard about the Dollar General's closing and the dollar stores or whatever closing. And Walmart is closing some brands. They're not profitable because people are buying a lot of stuff online, or people are going in stealing stuff in their physical stores. And so now they're moving a lot of stuff. So now a lot of stuff is coming online, and this is starting to become a really, really big play. And what I was trying to tell people earlier was, I was like, if you want to be early to this, I mean, this game has already been going, but I think this game is going to go to another level just based off of what's been going on. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, man. And actually, I love that you're touching this subject because you're a book guy. So and the best way that I can relate this to is bookstores,
Yeah.
libraries, and like let's think of Alexandria. That was a nice library, but got burned. Why? Because it was physical. It was you could touch it, you could burn it down.
Uh-huh.
But Wikipedia, try taking that down. Like that's a whole separate thing. And let's talk about the way that books get sold today. So Amazon really was a book engine, a book selling engine, right at the beginning.
Right.
So it all falls in the same way how you categorize products, the kind of amount of variations. So for sure, way more like I would say like variables that affect that transition towards the digital economies in
Uh-huh.
general.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, you can see it all across the economy. I mean, Simon Group, I guess like biggest real estate owner in the U.S. It's just like cannot keep up with the pace of growth of e-commerce.
So let me ask you this, right? So I look at your tool now. I looked at your pricing page, and you guys, for everything that we're getting here, or that we would be able to get here in this particular order. So let me pull that up. Let me, because I want to show people how much of a deal this is, right? So let me share. And pull this up here. All right, let's see. So here's your page on your particular. It's right now to get everything that we're getting. We basically be getting everything here, and this is regularly 135 a month, but we'd be getting the gist of all of this stuff, the CRM piece and all that. Really depends on what tier that we select, but in a sense, we're getting everything that's here, correct? This
I
is
mean,
about at a
you
tier
mean,
four. At a tier four or four codes, you get unlimited users, at least with four codes, right? And you get unlimited marketplaces. So to me, a tier four, and you could tell me if I'm wrong. So if I look here, if I can get unlimited users up to 1,000 orders a month and unlimited marketplace here, I'm getting that here for 135 a month.
oh, you're talking AppSumo, correct?
No, no,
AppSumo,
yeah,
fully AppSumo.
I'm comparing what you have to
Mhm.
AppSumo. So when I look at
Okay.
AppSumo, I had up here, and AppSumo is basically saying, hey, for tier four, for 196 time costs, a person can get unlimited users, unlimited marketplace, and unlimited orders. This is a deal. This is a steal. I'm trying to let people know that this is a pretty good deal. And I think when I was kind of talking to you a little bit, he says, hey, we kind of did this for exposure, but we don't know if we'll ever let this go this cheap again. Is that what you guys saying? Is that what's going on there?
Here's the story with AppSumo. It was kind of I've been an AppSumo user myself. I've bought deals since I don't know when, like for a
Right.
couple of years now. Like I
Right.
have many platforms
So
that
you're a true,
come
so
to.
you're a true app sumo. You're a true sumoling, right?
Yeah, true. Like true is true. Like I write my reviews. I like test the software out. If I don't like it, I'll give it back.
Hey,
That's
you guys are
one thing I
talking to a
do.
real, you guys are talking to a real sumoling here. So Listen up. So what do you got there, man? Go ahead. So go ahead. You said here's how it
So
happened. Yeah.
so like here's how it happened with AppSumo. Like I've been a user myself. Of course, I love getting something like 20. I still use my title. Like that's kind of the level where I'm at. Like $29, I get to use it for a lifetime. That's amazing. But
Right.
when it came to Supreme, it's like what we built here. It's kind of like think of it as a Formula One car. You cannot. When I said it to my partners, like, yo guys, we need to put this thing up on AppSumo because I want like the community to have access to this level of platform, especially because I'm involved. I want to be giving it to like AppSumo. I want people to learn from, like, get to see, because the level of automation that we're reaching before, for us, what it used to mean into 2016, it will have to throw people into the process, and it would not work out pretty well. So software and automation was always the solution. They're like fulfilling orders, messing an address of a customer,
Uh-huh.
making a different amount of items, sending the wrong item. All those things would cost money, and the only way to fix that is software, software, software. That was the only solution. So when I said to my everyone, like, hey, let's put in AppSumo, was like, wait a second, because people are gonna think that it's a cheap platform. And I was like, no, hold on, it's actually great for exposure. People can learn about us. Like, we're like, the internet is huge, and there's like a great way for us to be like, to grow some awareness. And that was kind of the story. But then,
Right.
like, we start pushing the Sumo deal, and people are like, why are you not giving the thing for free? Like, it should be lifetime, full usage, like no restrictions. It's
Hey,
like,
that's
how
how
you
they,
see
yeah,
thing,
that's
like,
how
we're
they, that's
right
how
in
they
the
get down
house.
over there. Yeah, that's how they
I
get down.
didn't
So
expect
you're
that.
you're Sumoing, right? So you even know how much of a deal this is then, right?
This is a great deal. I mean, this will allow you to replace hundreds of thousands of hours of boring time entering addresses to customer orders, reconciling inventories, the catalog management. Like, if you're selling more than 10 items and you're trying to sell in 10 different marketplaces, boom, you're managing 100 different listings. Congratulations, you just created yourself some work. These can all be automated. These things don't have to eat your day, don't have to take time from you. That's kind of like why I think this is such a great deal for people, because you get to grab this, and then you're like hiring a BA until the eternity to fill your orders. That's kind of like how I see it. Did I lose you there, Jenny?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Are you there? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. So as we kind of wrap up talking about this deal here, so what I was trying to tell people and what I was trying to show them was this is a pretty darn good deal for what we're getting for the power. We're buying a Formula One race car for basically the price of a little small mid-sized sedan. Even that. You're
Not
buying
even that. Just like for the
a
price of
bike.
a cap, like for the price of a hat. That's why it's so like
So
unbelievable.
so when I saw it, right? So let me give, and my the people that follow me, they know I keep it 100 on my show, right? I keep it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? The digital space, right? I do a lot in the digital space. I do a lot. Let me tell you my concept, and let me kind of share with you guys as we kind of wrap up here, right? I kind of want to take people on this journey, and so that they'll understand, um, what's going on here. Is this whole it's like when I was listening to Michael Jordan when he spoke, and when Wayne Gretzky spoke, they always talk about how did they become so great, right? And Tom Brady, they anticipated. They anticipate, like you anticipate, like Tom Brady's like, I anticipated that he would be open, right? And the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, he anticipates that people are going to be open. Michael Jordan said he anticipated where the ball would rebound off the rim. So he was always there to get his rebounds and put the balls back. Rain Gretzky anticipated when the puck hit the net, he anticipated where it would be. These are the greats. They can kind of visionary and see. I'm telling you, and I'm not just stressing about this. You guys will buy it. If you spend the 147 or whatever, and I appreciate you guys. I'll probably make $3, right? That's not what this is about. I know my mission, right? And I've shared with you guys before. My mission is to try to empower and to create entrepreneurs to think beyond of what they have not. I'm going to give a shout out and compliment and give Freddie his hours right now, because Freddie is a e-commerce. He is an e-commerce genius. And he says, Jenny, this is a whole nother game. This is a whole nother level. I'm like, dude, I'm doing good in the digital space. He says, yeah, but if you're trying to go to the 1 million, 2 million, 3 million mark, you got to get into this space. But the space, you run the space with the software and all those different things, right? That's what they were saying. And I was like, really? And so what I started to do was, let me share with you as we kind of wrap up here.
Oh yeah, Matt, shout out to Freddie, man. Freddie's the man.
Freddie knows this, right? And we're going to probably put something together. If you definitely pick this up, let me know. And I'll make sure Freddie and we kind of put some things together. We're going to show you a different piece of this, right? So let me share this with you guys as we wrap up. And I'm going to tell you right? I'm going to show you guys how. I'm just right here. So basically what happened was I had pretty much, let me see if you can see my mouse. I had pretty much started to master this and to put my digital real estate map together. And here the influence came from where I was talking about Michael Jordan and Gretzky and all them. When I was doing real estate investing, I found that I had to always be on site because it's physical bills, right? Contractors would tell you that the cabinet is done and you get there and the cabinet ain't freaking done, right? Or you get there and somebody broke the toilet or something like that. That's a cost that you had to do. So where the automation, we had a lot of automation on ordering SKUs and all that. Hey, I want to do a bathroom, right? I want to do a medium bathroom, a small bathroom, or a large bathroom. We want to put a higher cost in it. And this is where all this came into. So how I've grown to this, and people keep asking me, I've really grown to this really from just doing real estate. So as a real estate investor, I had to be everywhere, but I tried to systematically put in processes, all the things that I could do. But there was so much more that I just could not do, right? And then because I live in California, I had to do a lot of builds out of state. My point is this. I said, I'm going to start building digital assets. And that's what I started doing. But now this is taking me to the next. So once I got my launch cart stores and I found out that I can do the collective, that's when Freddie said, now you're ready, Jenny, to do your Amazon store and your Walmart store. Listen, people, and we talked about building a system. I'm just putting systems together. You have to think outside of what you're thinking about right now. You say, I want to sell a coaching program. I want to sell. Dude, you have to think beyond that. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. What I'm trying to say is you can only do you. You have to start building things that's going to outlive you and start putting legacy pieces together. This right here, this is a legacy piece. If I don't show up tomorrow, if I don't show up Monday morning, if you guys don't see my my April Fool's hack pack that's coming out, yes, you've heard it. I have an April Fool's hack pack because there's some fool's gold out there. You guys are doing it. I'm going to show you guys where the real money is coming from, right? I just wanted to slip that in there. So I do have an April Fool's hack pack coming out. If I don't show up Monday for that April Fool's hack pack, it's going to be preloaded. You're still going to get that. That's a system. Those are things. So I can be gone. My wife and my kids, they will still be living off of this system that I'm putting together. So this is my play. My launch cart stores to my collective design. And I'm going to start small. I'm not trying to take over the world. When I started here, I started with one website, right? I started with one lead magnet. It's grown into a serious blown system, right? And I'm not one to share how much I make and all that. I'm not showing up with Lamborghinis and all that. First of all, I don't do all that stuff. I just show up with facts and I just tell you what's working. So that's kind of my spiel. I just think this for the opportunity to move into the now. One of the things I will share, and as I kind of wrap up here, is because so many people have figured out this game, it is not easy to get on Amazon now. They've made it a lot more difficult because there's a lot more schemers out there and stuff like that, right? It's a lot more difficult to do.
Oh,
But
not only that, they're changing the field constantly. So you're up against kind of the game itself. Like they just introduced new fees, for example, March 1st. So it's as a seller, you're always adapting as well.
Yeah, and so you're all, and that's it's the same deal. So to me, what I would say, and I appreciate you bringing that up as we kind of wrap up here, the whole going to a landing page, getting a lead magnet and all that, that's so first generation, people. You need to build ecosystems. You need to build eco worlds, right? You don't, the whole lead magnet. Oh, I got a lead magnet. Yay. I sold a lead magnet for $5 or $2. No, the game is changing. That's what I'm doing. If you guys are running with me, you guys are hanging with me, especially my coaching clients, people that's running with me, I'm giving you guys a blueprint on how you put all of this juice together, right? So I am working with a couple of people and I appreciate them. They're here. Some of them are on the this live right now. They know when I talk to them, they already know I'm doing a whole nother level of things. So I'm starting should I tell you guys? Nah, I ain't going to tell you guys that yet. That's Francisco, I'm going to keep it close to the chest, man. I'm going to keep it close to the chest. I'm not, but what I will tell you is it will involve Amazon and it will involve Walmart at a large degree. But here's the thing, and I will give you hints. It's going to be a digital play because that's the space that I deal in, baby. It's going to be a digital play. But if the digital play goes like it should, then the merch play becomes even bigger. And here's the thing, I don't have to touch nothing. And I'm gonna close with this, and I'm gonna take some questions. I'm gonna close with this. And I always say this every now and then. I get an opportunity to say this. Jay-Z said it best, right? Jay-Z won all these Grammys and all this, billionaire, right? He said this, and I'm gonna tell it to you guys, and you guys haven't heard this for the last time. He said that a creator only has to be right once, right? A content creator only has to be right once. I said something in there, and you guys didn't even catch that. A content creator only has to be right once. So if you're right on one piece of content or what have you, that can morph into, and you guys have seen all the different things that I'm doing. Those who follow me, follow my communities, it's going crazy, right? And there's people who can vouch for me. It says, dude, every day I'm waking up with no more ways to expand my ecosystem. So that's kind of all I had. Somebody here, Joyful Stamping. What did she say here? Joyful. Now you guys got to be careful, right? Because Joyful Stamping, right? Bless her heart, she does a lot. I think she does some physical stuff too, and I think she creates some physical products and stuff like that too. So she says we'll be picking up next payday for my toolbox shelf. A lot of my followers, they do a lot of they keep stuff on the shelf. I'm like, listen, you need to start deploying this stuff. She said that way I'll be ready to access and learn a great tool after I work through what I'm presently working on. So again, you don't have to get it. I'm just telling you, this is a steal of a price. I think it's a really, really good deal. I just think that where we're going with all these store closures and all that, where we're going with this, you want to be ready when it happens. And you guys do know that once you become a content creator and all that, you do know that you can do video lives and all that stuff for your content in Amazon and all that, right? And you can drive traffic to your stores.
But she's right. I think she's right. I mean, she should grab the deal because after AppSumo, we kind of go into an agreement with them. We're required to stay 120 days with them, which are almost over. So grab the deal. I think that's structure. She's saying she said something similar to what you said. Like, hey, this is something I'm doing Q4. It's not what I'm focusing right now.
Mhm.
I find sometimes like difficulty there to just like be able to super focus on priorities and be able to say, okay, let me grab the deal right now because I know
Right.
I'm going to use it later. But
Right.
I'm allocate a bit of time in the
Yeah.
future to that.
And
But
it's
automation systems, that's the only way to outlive yourself, right?
I totally agree. Most of my coaching clients would tell you we operate on quarters. I do sprints, I do quarters, I do monthly sprints. Get this done, get that done. Part of the problem is we just can't get stuff done, right? And I've spoken with a couple of people. There's certain people that says, listen, I just need to get stuff done. I got all these tools, I got 500 tools on the shelf.
Right.
My coaching clients will tell you, I'm ex-military. I'm like this, baby. We're getting this done. Nope, you can't get that done until you get this done. Do I need this tool? Nope, you don't need that tool because it's not lining up with your overall vision, your overall ecosystem. Don't just buy stuff because it's there. Buy stuff. And the reason why I wanted you on here is because this is where we're moving. I talked about this. Go back to 2 lives ago when I talked about all the theft, all the store closers.
Oh yeah.
It's happening. I live near San Francisco. You go down there, it's a ghost town. In San Francisco, it's a ghost town because all the stores are closing because people are just coming in, breaking in, stealing stuff, snatching it, going to the Gap store, going there, and a van will pull up and 3 people go in and snatch all the stuff off the racks and then hop in the van and they take off.
It's like the
Literally, that's
right?
happening.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mad Max style. Crazy.
I'll put some links in the comments. You're going to see. And so that's what I'm saying, where people are moving. And I look at the as we kind of wrap up here, I look at and because I'm in the stock, I follow companies and I'm listening to Walmart, I'm listening to their investor calls, and they're talking about, hey, we got to shut some stores down. They're just not profitable, or they're just in a bad community and they're just getting robbed and we're losing money. And one thing we're not going to do is lose money for our shareholders. That's just not what we're going to do. That's not what companies do. So if they feel that that's going to happen, they're like, hey, people can get our stuff online. And when you think about it, that's kind of how Sears and JCPenney started, was with the catalog. you don't
Check it out. It's funny you mentioned.
You weren't old
this
enough to remember that. Go ahead.
No, but I do see it. I did see that. But it's funny you mentioned that because of the way that I perceive it is, regardless if like whatever happens, it's nowadays 2024. The way I see it, and I always say this: opening Amazon is like having a flagship store in Fifth Avenue, New York, Park Avenue. Like you have a store in like Lexington or something. Opening Walmart is maybe like opening a store, who knows, Miami. And then opening eBay is like going into London. Right. Opening stores all over, brick and mortar. How much would you pay in like leases or employees, adapting the place to start? Nowadays you can start a brand basically. What do you say? Like many people figure this out. They can go on Alibaba, optimize the listing, put it up on Amazon, sell it, compete against a bunch of people, automate the entire thing. Don't have to touch the product at any point.
Right.
But there's a million people doing it. So then you have to go very deep into like what niches, all that stuff. But then how much would you have to spend if you were to be doing that on a brick and mortar scenario? You would have to go into like opening your pop and mom shop, like putting a place together, painting the place. Like it's nowadays it's like painting the place is like making a great listing, putting images together. Freelance photographer who touches the product. You don't even touch the product. The agency gets the product straight from the supplier. It's a separate, entire, different dynamic.
So I'm gonna cover. I had a couple more questions, and we're gonna get out of here. Jenny, we can integrate Launch Cart with Amazon and Walmart. So the question is no, right? So you can't. It's how you set it up, because you have to think about it, right? We have 2 more questions. I don't want you to leave yet, Francisco. I want you to get these questions. Plus, you owe me at least 15, 20 minutes, right? So
I'm here. Don't worry.
Yeah. So no,
hey, I didn't get the email. I can say that.
I gave them my Slack story because I don't like Slack. All right. So let me get back to the point. So the play is this: from your launch cart, right? Launch cart to me is a entry into your ecosystem. Because from launch cart, you can have other menus. You could say, if you don't find what you like here, then you can go to Superstore. And then that link could be a link into your Amazon store or your Walmart store. Don't Let's get beyond this whole integration and all. If you don't have to integrate to get people to go deeper into your ecosystem. And that's what I want you to understand. Or when you're on Amazon and you could create your other additional links, you can say in the bio, you can say, hey, you don't want to find here. If you want to get to our quick stores or our discount stores, then you can send a link to your launch card. Come on, people. Let's think about this. That's easy, right? And so, but the power of launch card, right? Francisco don't really know the power of launch card yet. The power of launch card is you have access to other vendors of full-blown stores. You could just resell their stuff on your store.
No, I see it. I love that. You know who showed that to me? Freddie did. Freddie was the one who was like, yo, there's this thing, launch card.
Wait, hold on. Freddie can't be taking my juice. No, I'm just playing.
No, but then he was like, yo, you need to meet this guy. And then the first thing you say is like, man, you gotta see these things. Like,
yeah. So I think eventually, but I know the founder. I know the founder of Launch Cart. Eventually, we're gonna get something connected here. So this is not out of the cards. You heard it here first. I know the founder of Launch Cart. I know the CEO here. Even though didn't send him the invite to the right place, I'm going to connect them up. We're definitely going to get Launch Cart kind of involved in here. I think the Sumolings will really appreciate that. And there's one other that I had here. So I got to show you this. Oh yeah,
tell the founder of Launch Cart, if they bring it back on AppSumo, I'll personally get myself a Launch Cart. You think he's just? I see that.
You think he's just going to come back for you? He's like, oh, because So I mean, I might know some people, man. I don't know. Reach out to me, right? If you're in my community, I might be doing some of my community. You never know. People be missing out on a lot of stuff. All right. So hello, Jenny. We really appreciate Screen. The day we saw it, but we can't use it for our use case since it doesn't support seed sync from WooCommerce. That breaks the deal for us. And he wants to know, is that something can you guys work on that? Or is that something, is it a WooCommerce thing? Is it a tech thing? So I appreciate you asking that question. I did it all day and I want to be able to address it. So what do you have to say about that, Francisco?
WooCommerce as a seed marketplace?
Yeah. It doesn't have, what is he saying? He's saying it doesn't, can you guys add this? So he said it doesn't have seed support. Sync. So I think there's a seed. They do have seed in WooCommerce, but you guys don't support their seed from there or something like that. Is there a reason why, or do you know, or you can't answer that right now?
Yeah, no. The reason why we do Amazon and Shopify imports is because the way they organize the catalog data is pretty much organized and streamlined. The thing with WooCommerce is that sellers can alter it too much. So it's way too customizable to allow streamlining.
Oh, so it doesn't give you so now you know what
and Shopify.
So Patrick,
we can try. I would say like Patrick, why don't you get in touch with us through the Skupreme Skupreme.com, go to the chat bubble, be like, hey guys, I'm trying to do WooCommerce as the seed marketplace. Let's see what we can do.
So Patrick, you got at least had a tool, because you don't want to find out that they're going to work on it and then the tool's gone. So what he wants to know is, I mean, if he buys a tool, he's going to have 60 days. So in the next 2 months, or at least the next 3 months, do you think, so you're basically telling him and you're telling everybody else, you know what, we'll look at it and maybe you don't get all the fields, but maybe a couple of the fields that probably won't change as much. Is that something? I think that's fair.
Here's the thing, right? We've done it in the past. I think there was this case. It was a seller from the Netherlands who had a WooCommerce store in the US, but it wasn't as straightforward. But all I'm saying is, like, let's give it another try, I can say. Otherwise, I don't want to make any false promises. Let's just give Patrick the Supreme way is just at least freaking try, man. Like, what else can you do?
All right. All right. So it's funny. Cole, like, I'll sell you a store. Because Cole probably got 100 stores, man. I told people to get 100 stores because that's 100 brands, right? So if you want to buy a store from Cole, he's got them, right? I got a couple of 100 stores, right?
Yeah.
So it ain't like you can't get a store. Stores are out here, right? So that's funny. So no, yeah, Patrick, yeah, man, he'll see what he can do, right? Now you know Francisco say, hey, I was on the call. Can you guys look and see if you can do this or whatever? Don't be dismayed by that. Don't be dismayed by the power of the tool because you're not going to be on WooCommerce all your life. As you guys grow, you're not going to be on WooCommerce all your life. You guys may switch and may move and then start doing something a little bit different. So I wouldn't look at it like that. I wouldn't, but
here's my personal advice as an AppSumo user: is grab the deals, pretty much lifetime. I'm pretty sure in the future we're gonna add that. That's gonna happen eventually. So, but here's the thing: it's like tech stacks, and it relates kind of to your own business model, and then comes question of like, for example, Launchcard. I do see a ton of value in it because you can synchronize other Shopify's into your kind of like store, and then you don't have to touch the product, but that still is drop shipping. And it comes with its pros and its cons. You don't control the brand. You don't control the output of the items. You don't control the stock.
You're right.
But let's say with private labels, when you do control the trademarks, you do control the ownership of the brand. You do have the ability to go looking around for suppliers. Let's say you're selling knives, and one of your suppliers, knife is not the best product to sell on Shopify, by the way. It's not allowed. But yeah, let's say you sell, I don't know, phones, or I don't know. That's not the best example either. I don't know.
You can't give me the best. He's like, man, I don't even have a good example.
I'm gonna talk from what I know, like audio accessories. So if you control the brand, you can talk to different suppliers. You can create a different design. But if your entire business is reliant on the factory of the brand was able to put together a cargo and deliver it to the seller, and it's not only me who's selling that listing, I'm as well with maybe other 100 people selling the same listing. What happens when they run out of inventory? What happens when I'm running ad campaigns to sell more of these things? So then it's different business models, different tech stacks, different approaches.
Oh, I see.
But they can be integrated for sure for some different ways. Like that's where you really get creative with product development.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, no, I definitely see what you're saying now. So listen, I should show you guys this for just hanging out. Let me see if I show it. Man, I don't even know if I can show it. If I show you guys this, you guys will see what I'm up to. I'm gonna show them as we wrap up here. Any more questions? Let's see if I can share.
Crazy one day, launch card item comes in. Maybe you're selling, I don't know, the helmets, bike helmets. Then you're able with Skupreme to put it in eBay and Etsy, and then you're kind of like creating this sort of like monopoly of listings online, and you're like taking over the entire.
Definitely. You can definitely do that. You like that, huh? Yeah, you like that.
I like automation, and I like all that stuff.
Me too. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys, listen, exclusively here, right? I don't normally do this, people. You never know what you're gonna get on my lives. That's why I always give you guys a juice. If everybody gives me a thumbs up and at least leave a comment, if you guys continue to do that, I'm gonna always give you juice. But I'm going to show you guys something. Francisco going to be like, wait, what? All right, so you guys ready? All right, I'm going to show you guys. So hold on. Paper crafting supplies. Yeah, do that. You can have, so Joyful Stamping, right? She's like, the funny thing about what she wants to do is she does crafting and all that. You could have the classes and the courses, and they can buy the crafting from you and your stores. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? You guys should be millionaires by the time we're done with these. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys this. Don't ask no questions. Either give a thumbs up or like, okay, Jenny, I see what you're about to do. All right, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm just gonna share it. So let me share the screen. They're gonna be like, what? Listen, Mr. Jones Goes to School by Jenny Jones. What do you think is about to happen with this ebook? This digital ebook that makes noise, and you guys have no idea what I already created this. I haven't even put it up yet. I haven't even shown you guys what I did. This is a I don't know if can you guys hear it?
No, audio is not coming.
No audio? Oh man. Oh man, you guys can't see the audio. Let me see. You guys can't see the audio. Oh well, I mean, you guys can't see the audio. Obviously, you can't see the audio. So basically,
Tell me this is with that one that does the storyboards.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I haven't even showed you guys. Now, so Freddie, I mean, not Freddie, but Francisco, Freddie. What? Huh?
Yeah, this is here.
Yeah, so I just I tell a full story, but I bought another tool on there. I bought another tool last year that you guys didn't even know was possible. It helps you create these digital books, these digital e-sharing books. It has a paywall, but what happens when you create like an Amazon store and Francisco, I mean, you see.
These are digital products. I mean, these are digital products, right?
Right.
But I mean, I think they do offer. Kindle does give the option to fulfill, but it's a fulfilled thing by themselves.
No. See, you're thinking like that's just one element of everything else. That's just one element of my store. That's one element. What are you talking? Because where is that gonna see? Now I got it. Now you see now. I'm gonna give you guys this either. Gosh, you guys. So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna share this with you, and then we're gonna get out of here. This is crazy. You guys are making me give up all my juice. All right, so where that takes you, right? I just want you in my eco world, right? Because that takes you to my my teen workshops, my takes you into my other digital stores and different digital things that I'm offering for kids and students. And you see what I'm saying? And then up here, I can have to my store, right? Or no? You getting that? Francisco, you there? Can you hear me?
I see video library.
Yeah. So
I don't know what.
No. So what I'm saying is it takes you to my website and some of the other things that I'm able to do, the other services. That's just the stores, all that stuff. It all makes sense. And when I brought up my map here, it all
because you're creating this sitemap that
this is digital real estate. I'm telling you, I learned it from doing physical real estate. I had to be everywhere. People were cheating me out of my money. I had contractors I said, I'm going to go all digital, sit in my pajamas at home and create a winter wonderland of digital products, physical products, drop shipping here. Get this. Once the brand is established, trademark is coming in. Once the trademark is done, now I'm branding my merch. Now I'm moving to this. Now I have, come on, man. Are you serious?
Do you remember the days when it was called World Wide Web?
That's right. Now we're going back.
Yeah, you're building.
Yeah, it is. It is. So again, hey, I like to thank you guys for hanging out. Let me see. It's going to be a book, Kindle, an audio book on Amazon. Freddie, your kids financially trained. Yes, I'm doing. Y'all know this. You guys already know this. You already know what's about to happen. All right. So let me see if there's any more questions. Pub Coder, you got it. That's Pub Coder. I told people to get Pub Coder. I don't want to get it. I can't do it. I was like, okay. All right. So that's Pub Coder. It's Catalyst, right? These are the tools. Again, sunken costs. I already paid for them. I create a digital tool. I can create that 1,000,000 times. It doesn't matter. I've already paid for this cost. So, hey, listen, you guys have been great, man. You guys gave me good answers, good questions. Hopefully you guys pick it up. You know you can use my link if you still want me to continue to bring juice. When you guys want me to stop bringing the juice, don't use my links anymore. I'm already doing well. The links just cover the cost for me to just come up here. I make $2, $3. Y'all know the Amazon is, the AppSumo is getting they getting their crunch. They getting their scratch. I'm just getting a couple of dollars to kind of bring it to you guys. So I appreciate you guys always using my links. Those of you who are using my links religiously and faithfully, thank you. I'm able to continue to bring you guys this juice. So again, hey, this has been great. Any last questions for my guy here, Francisco? Any last questions for him? You guys got any last questions on this deal? Let me bring up the deal one more time. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to tell you the sweet spot of the deal one more time. Those of you just showing up. Let me show you the deal one more time. Let's just look at it one more time here. And also, while you guys are listening, I do have the April Fool's pack showing up. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I have some more courses, and I have a couple other things showing up as well. So, hey, this is the deal here. One last time, you guys take a look at it. These are all the different things that you can do with it. Again, I think the sweet spot is I think the sweet spot is at least a tier 4. I think you can get, depends on where you're growing and all that. The difficult part, like I've told you, is something like this, that as a minimum with 3 marketplaces, unlimited orders, right? I think a minimum $49 if you're thinking about going into this space, any at all. I think either plan 1, or you say, hey, I want to really do big things with this. I have the 100 stores, launch card or whatever. Then I would go with at least a tier, or at least a 4 codes. That's what I would do, right? And they have 10 codes here, right? But if you're not even in this space and you want to think about getting into this space eventually, I would do at least a one code, but I would do a minimum of 4 if you're going to think about going multi-store, multi-brand, right? When we do link them up with launch card, we're going to at least have them talking. We'll at least I'm going to do my part to have at least Francisco and his team and the launch card founders and their team. I'm going to do my part to get them to facilitate a meeting. I am going to put them in a room together. I've been known to do that. You guys know that. I've been able to do that. So I will get them in a room and they'll at least see if there's a possibility of doing that, because they are now, Francisco, I don't know if you know this, but they're going to be allowing Shopify into their collective. So they're going to add those 2 together. So you can actually now use Shopify. The Shopify owners can use that now, but they're going to start marketing to the Shopify stores and trying to actually flip them into launch cards. So a lot of people don't know that, but it's going to be less expensive for them. The margins will be better if they move just strictly to launch cards. So I could see something bigger happening there. So I'm not going to discount it out. But yeah, I would do at least a plan 1 just to kind of have the ability to put at least 3 marketplaces together. I would at least do that for $49 at least, right? But if you think you're going to do multiple stores, think you're going to do a lot of different things, you think you may start owning other people's stores and trying to help them manage them, then yeah, you see that selling hats, right? You might want to start adding her in. Then I would do at least 4 codes. So that's what I have. Yes, more launch card hacks. All right, so all in, get 10 codes. Freddie said he's getting 10. Freddie has 10 codes. Well, Freddie's doing a lot though, right? You guys, we're gonna have Freddie do some stuff in the community too, in my community. So if you belong to my community, if you don't, I don't know why you don't, but Freddie's gonna be doing a lot more stuff from there as well. So, hey, you guys have been great. Joyful Stamping, we have full training videos in our knowledge base. All right, cool. Yeah, Joyful Stamping, she's got a lot of ideas. And if she does, she's in the crafting space, right? You know that's a big market. What I want her to do is have her own crafting store that she's partnered up with another crafting company. She resells their stuff, gets a margin from there, and then she has these communities. She's using her Go Brunch room to create these crafting workshops in these rooms, and then she goes and she starts having an annual event and all. Yeah, I got big plans for her. She doesn't even know it yet, right? She doesn't even know she's going to retire. And she'd be like, Jenny, you told me I could retire. So I was like, hey, listen, I tried to tell you. But anyway, so you guys are good. They have that in their channel. Oh, question here. Does one workspace represent one store? That's a good question.
Yes.
So the answer is yes. One workspace, one store. One workspace, one store. All right. Yeah. So an example of that would be,
a brand, more of a brand. Like you can have your Amazon front for, let's say, Jenny's brand, and you can have Walmart store for Jenny's brand, but that all falls into one workspace for a single brand.
Oh, I see. Got it. So Jenny's store, right? But if I wanted to do, okay, so if I had
Jenny's hair care, that would be kind of a different store, different workspace.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Good clarification.
Yeah.
So that would be. So that's why. Now
Jenny's
now I know why Freddie
separate workspace.
Yeah. You know what? Now I know why Freddie. Now I know why Freddie got 10 codes. Because I know Freddie. Freddie's moving a lot of stuff, right? Freddie, you might have me go back and get some more codes, man. Let me go back and look at these codes again. Hold on, let me go back. Back and look at these codes. All right, so let me see how many workspaces can I get with 5 codes. 5 workspaces, obviously. 7 works. So now it's now you're just buying workspaces. So you're buying brands.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta go.
Check it out. Take it to 10.
All right, let me take it to 10. Let's see what 10. Oh, 15 brands?
Boom.
Ah, dang, I got something else I wanted to buy. I'm not gonna put you on the spot because I don't think you can share and all that. Is your time running short on here, or do we still have time? Because I want to make sure I can at least get another payday out of my wife before I go get some money from her. Or if enough people on here buy it, then I'll have enough to probably buy one more. I'll probably make enough to buy one more workspace.
I think Joyful Stamping has enough time until April 15. That's what I can say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So hey, I like.
But it's a pretty big deal, man. Like if you were to check the Skupreme pricing page, we go to skupreme.com.
Yeah, let me go to the pricing. Let me share this. I got it right here.
Like 50 times 15. That because remember, we're comparing it to the starter plan, and I want to be clear.
Oh, you compared it to the starter plan?
Yeah. You're basically getting the catalog management, the order management. You're not getting the predictions, the analytics, the purchase order management, the shipment management.
So we don't get the CRM and all this. So what would we get if we wanted to upgrade some of these pieces?
Oh, so what we're doing for AppSumo users who get the 10 codes. So basically, is our way to balance the lifetime deal. So the idea is you get the 10 codes, and then you get access to full send at $50, regardless of your monthly order volume. Because Jenny, if you scroll up, you'll see that the pricing is actually dynamic. So the orders can go up, depends on the amount of orders that you process per month. So the pricing can go way up, but you will still be paying $50 per month. So this is very
so
good
even
for,
if we did
enterprise customers.
So if we bought 10 codes, we could get that and only pay $50 a month.
Yeah.
Oh man, you weren't even going to tell me that? You weren't going to tell the people that?
I mean, that's was keeping the best for the last, right?
That's a Freddie hack, because Freddie, why you didn't tell me this? You owe me. You should have told me.
Well, we've got a couple.
So now I got to get 10.
Yeah, many AppSumo users would ask us like, "Hey, what if we want to have the full suite capability?" And our way to do so is like, okay, get the starter 10 codes, and then get full send at like more than 50% of that. If you compare it, if you're doing the volume enough to get Supreme for almost $1,000, and you'll be paying 50, that's
50
that's
bucks.
incredible.
Was that written somewhere? Or are you just saying, did you guys put that on old notes at the bottom somewhere? Or did somebody ask you guys? And that's just what you
Oh
guys are
no,
doing.
we just this is something we're just doing with people, and because they're asking us what if we do want to have that full send capabilities. We were submitting a yearly plan to AppSumo. They wouldn't accept it. They're like only lifetime. I mean,
No, that's their role. But
it's
so
cool.
it's
It's
good.
cool. Yeah, but you can balance that stuff, and
Yeah, that's
obviously,
uh sorry, Shivad, Sister Soldier says, thanks for clarifying. So one store can go into many under the same name, but different names need different spaces.
brands.
Yeah, I
Think
think
about it
that's
in brands. Each brand get its own
brands.
workspace. So you wouldn't put, let's say, let's think
Mayonnaise
it.
with clothes, right?
You
You
would
want a
you
white
wouldn't
label
put you,
mayonnaise.
yeah, you wouldn't manage
Okay,
the
go ahead.
same Amazon account for Coca-Cola than for Nike. You would put them in separate workspaces.
Got it.
Like Amazon,
Got it.
Amazon Coca-Cola, Walmart Coca-Cola, Shopify Coca-Cola, one workspace. Nike,
Oh, got it.
Amazon, Nike, Walmart, Nike, TikTok, one workspace. I think that's a better, more clear explanation, no?
Okay, so her question is, and this is a fair question. It's like, man, listen, I don't need 5 code. I don't need 10 code. What if I just need a 5? So the deal is, if you buy 10 codes, they're doing a full send. You still could do it. You just won't be able to get. So you get the CRM, the multi-organizational, and the whole list dashboard and all that. That's what you're saying
Yeah,
for 50
yeah,
bucks.
per month. Yeah.
Oh, that's highway robbery, man. We stealing from
the,
y'all.
the biggest
That's
the
steal for
biggest
50 bucks.
but here's the thing, is like, let's say where I see the biggest sweet spot for the value of this is, let's say you have your own brand, you're doing purchasing, you're doing shipments, you're sending to Amazon, you have your own Shopify, you're trying to sell on Walmart and TikTok, you're sending multiple shipments to Amazon. So at a scale, this is like, what, 50 bucks for, like, I can talk about platforms that we replace, like thousands of dollars in subscriptions you'll be able to replace just with replacing listing mirror capabilities. So stuff just for Amazon. We do that for the entire e-commerce operation for your business, predictions and analytics for the entire purchasing and restocking of inventory.
So really, you have to be all in. You have to move all your chips all in on this. If this is what you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to go, because your return on this is astronomical. It's a steal if you decide to be like, I'm going all in with my own brand, my own label, my own trademark, copyrighted type of stuff. I'm pushing all my chips to. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Okay. I don't know yet. I haven't got a taste. Freddie, we're gonna talk. And I think we may even do something else. In fact, I think we're
Check
gonna
it out.
if Freddie, if
Even
go
at the
ahead.
50 bucks, even at the 50 bucks mark, like, you could go. Here's the thing: you're selling on Shopify, you're fulfilling orders yourself, let's say from your garage. Let's not talk all the chips in the same thing. Like, obviously there's a scale for which Skupreme is like sweet spot, because it's a very robust platform. But if you're in the early stages of e-commerce entrepreneurship, let's say you're fulfilling orders from your garage, from your basement, how are you printing the labels? So then you need a platform that, like ShipStation, that's going to charge you like 30 bucks per month. And we're giving you the option to get a $50 deal to replace that into eternity.
Wait, so you can print shipping labels and all that from the full send?
From the starter, you can do that
Oh, from the
for
starter.
50. Yeah, even from the starter.
What is the biggest thing that we gain from the full send? Now I'm trying to figure out this 10 code, because now I'm like, dang, now I'm even considering
Couple
10.
things: inventory management, connection with your 3PLs and your warehouses. predictions and forecasting for inventory planning and demand
Let's
planning.
talk about that. Let's talk about the predictions and forecasting.
Mm-hmm.
So you have analytics. Is that using AI to kind of do that,
AI is a
or
very
how is it?
wide term. It's good to simplify it to say machine learning. So it learns from your business processes, it
Oh,
learns
machine
from
learning. Okay,
kind of like all the different data points of your products. But the
right.
good thing is that we streamline it into a single point. So the next time, let's say this is a real case scenario, when you're purchasing inventory, you need to write an email to your supplier. You need to verify the amounts that you have currently on hand. Do you need that supply? You need to go, but let's say this is a repurchase. So, or even if it's a first time purchase, you need to verify what's the price of the item. And then into the future, you'll be doing this process over and over again. So just the centralization of all these processes is going to save hundreds of hours in time, because the next time you create a shipment, it's going to be simply 2 clicks, one, two, from a prediction. It will be sent to Amazon from your warehouse. It will be counting on the current amounts, the current sales velocities from the marketplaces, meaning Skupreme knows how much you're selling on a daily basis on each marketplace. So thus is making the prediction of you should be purchasing this amount. You should be sending into the warehouse this amount. So
So let me ask you this, right? So you almost have a consultant kind of on the side saying, "Hey, you need to add inventory here, add inventory there." So let me ask you this, and as we wrap up, because I can go all day talking about this kind of stuff. So can if I did 10 codes, right? Because now Cole say now we talking, right? That's funny. He say now we talking. So so if I did 10 codes, like because now I'm looking at the opportunity here, right? If I did 10 codes, could I agency for somebody that's doing it?
absolutely, man. I mean, you get
No, no,
15
no, 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 no.
workspaces.
No, don't tell.
Here's
No,
the
no, no.
thing: if you're not doing that, you're not seeing the opportunity. Yes, because actually we want that to happen. We want people to be like, okay, let me do this for businesses. Let me streamline the process. What it means to business. You know why? Because it saves them time. It saves them
Wait,
hundreds
wait,
of
stop,
hours.
stop, 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 stop. Hold up, stop. You never told me about the agency opportunity. You just kept talking about me doing it. You say, well, yeah, that's what I was supposed to tell you. Freddie, you're on punishment. Do not call me, do not talk to me, because you did not tell me this. So now I got to go and drive around this evening to try to raise enough money to get 10 codes. So I can, you're basically saying because I can do 10 brands. So if I do 10 brands, no, I can do 15 brands. So let's say I save 5 brands for me. Let's just say now I'm sitting up in my chair here. Now hold on. I'm sitting up in my chair now. Now let's talk about this play. If I bought the 15 brands and 10 codes, I keep 5 brands for myself. I manage, give user login and all that, but I oversee 10 brands, right? 10 separate stores or Shopify stores and all that. Are you telling me I can literally do that and probably make at least 10 grand a month just managing 10 stores? If I just charge 1,000 a month, is that what you're
Man,
telling
I
me?
know people who charge $10,000 a month just to do that per
Why you
account.
didn't tell me that? You
Well,
need to get
I'm
off
telling
this
you
show because you should have led with that. You should have freaking led with that. And all the people who have left, shame on you. You guys know I be having juice at the end of my shows. I appreciate this. So there's people charging like 10. I could justify that. I'm just saying. Wow. Now I gotta
No, think
go.
about it. Think about it. Like in real terms. In real terms, a brand needs to fulfill the orders coming from Shopify. They
Yes.
don't want to take another 3PL. They're just sending inventory to Amazon, which is, by the way, the thing that's making most sense nowadays is from the suppliers straight into Amazon. Then you're syncing the orders into Shopify. This can be either done manually or through a plugin that charges you, but you can be a consultant to these businesses. You can tell them, hey, let me automate this process for you. and you will be literally taking 24/7 order requests, which, by the way, you would have to hire a team, an entire battalion in Pakistan or the Philippines to accomplish that. Like it's not possible
Wow.
otherwise. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm woke now. I'm listen. I'm man. Listen, everybody's laughing at me. Cold Crush laughing at me. Sister Soldier laugh. They laughing
No,
at
no.
me.
Let me give
But
you
you
a
got my
prediction. This is what happened with NetSuite back in the 2000 with the 2000. Like there came like these ERP consultants. Like, hey, let me put this process in place for your business. Let me
this happened with who? Who did this happen with?
Oracle NetSuite happened the
Oh,
2000, in
NetSuite.
the
NetSuite.
2000.
Got it.
So then you have a ton
Yep.
of
Yep.
ERP consultants, right? With
Right.
Supreme, we're gonna give that opportunity again, 2024, to people who want to make a ton of money, just streamlining processes for businesses.
Wow. You know what? I might not have to get my hands dirty. Let me hold on. I gotta call my
At
wife.
least 2K a
I
month.
might
That's
put her on
true. Like
speakerphone.
that's a feasible amount that you can start like literally charging today. Like anyone, like, hey, let me streamline your orders, 2K a month.
I'm
That
listen. I may put this on speakerphone so you guys can hear me ask my wife for some money to get these 10 codes. You guys have no idea what's about to happen. I'm not going to put it on speakerphone, but baby, can I get another? Well, I only need 6 codes because I'm 4 codes in now. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm good. You know what? Francisco, you were on my list, man, but you came through because you showed up like, man, this guy. Well, first of all, you chose Slack. I don't even know Slack. I'm all over the place. I can't even find
ask you, do
Slack
you do
channels or whatever.
WhatsApp? We can do WhatsApp. We do whatever like it's most
He's
suitable
like,
to you.
whatever you want to do, we'll do.
I have a
No,
panel.
you're
Everything
good.
comes in the same place. I don't deal with platforms. I'm
You're
okay. I wanted
you're
to come
good,
in
man.
this place, but hey, I think we didn't even plan for that. That's an entire thing of itself. You could. I
You didn't
didn't
plan
even
for what?
remember. I did. I even asked you, hey, do we have some sort of like outline for what you want to talk about? No, it's just a free conversation. So that wasn't planned for,
Right.
but that's a fact. You can make a ton of money just by consulting businesses. Jenny's gonna be your man. Freddie, thank you for connecting us because this is our reality. This can literally start happening today. You could call brands that are fulfilling orders. You could put them on a $2,000 contract. You're their consultant. You're gonna work hand by hand with Skupreme because
So
that's my work
here's
for
what we're
you. You're
gonna
gonna
do.
have the team for you.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Right. So Freddie and I, we're gonna. If you buy this, send me a code. Send me or if you're in my community, let me know you bought it. Freddie and I are gonna do something, right? And I can't speak for Freddie. I do want to make some money for his time, so we'll do something very inexpensive to pay Freddie for his time, and we're gonna show you guys a blueprint how to roll this puppy out. That's what I'm doing here on Digital Growth Hacks Club. We'll probably charge maybe, I don't know, $10 or something like that just for his time, right? We're gonna have him come. He's gonna show us the blueprint on how to do this. And of course, y'all know me, right? I'm gonna show you how to go beyond. But Freddie's gonna give us the blueprint. If you purchase 10 codes, right? Let me know. I'll look at it. It'll come through. Let's say somebody purchased 10 codes. You made $7. I'll be like, great, I made $7. Right? So that'll show up. But if I know that you're purchasing my code, Freddie's in my community, we're gonna come back. We're gonna break this puppy down. We about to come up in here. All right. Y'all got me. I'm fired up. We're gonna come up, get to 10 codes. We're gonna get this $50 thing, and we're just gonna now manage. And I'm gonna tell you one person I know on here who love what I just said, and they're gonna comment on here and say is Cole. Cole Crush. I comment Cole. You can comment on here. Cole Crush. You're gonna be like, that is up my alley. You can comment on here, Cole. I know you are, but I'm telling you right now, this is sick. So you guys do that. We're gonna put something on there, and we'll do some. I don't know. We'll charge about $10. Anybody that missed this, didn't use my code or whatever, you're gonna have to pay full price to get into the Freddie show. All right. So we about to do this. All right. So listen, Francisco, man, thank you, man. You just gave me a business idea. And I love adding streams, right? Especially if it's a digital stream. So, hey, this is awesome. Any last minute questions? before we close this puppy out. Now you got people going in their couch cushions with 10 codes. You got some stuff sitting on the shelf you thought you were going to use. This you can just use. And it actually, you can just, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to show you guys. I wasn't going to show you guys this. I promise you I wasn't. I need 2 paydays. She said, I need 2 paydays now. I need 2 paydays. She said, I need 2 paydays now. That is funny. I wasn't even gonna. I was not. All right. All right. I'm gonna just show everybody. So let's see. You guys see this? Let me add it back. What happened? I don't know what I did. I clicked on something.
Not sure.
Yeah. So let me see. You guys see this? So that what he just told me. So when you ask me again, Jenny, how do you scale, right? I take what's existing already, and if it fits into my ecosystem, my cash flow world, I add it. I'm going to add, this is right here. I haven't even opened this yet, I haven't even launched this yet. But this is SaaS Use Case TV Business Services. I am getting ready to add that solution, what he just told me. I got to sell this to my wife. And you guys know I show you my playbooks. I show you guys my plays. I'm getting ready to tell my wife, right? She doesn't know it yet. She came to me. She says, oh, can I go get my nails done? Of course you can, baby. Of course you can. Because when she gets back, I'm going to hit her over the head with this. Boom. I need 10 codes. This is how you log into my business services. This is under the radar. I'm launching this. This is coming full force. Inside my business services, I am going to be adding this as a product, and I'm going to at least be doing it for, I don't know, $2,500 a month. Starting out. That'll be my smallest package, Francisco. Right? Yeah. Crazy. So again, you asked me how my brands expand, there you go. And I'll probably save about 2 or 3 workspaces for myself. I'm not going to do that much. I may even only do 1 or 2 workspaces. But yeah, this is great, man.
Let me just give you two keys to that. So is the biggest trend is the direct to consumer. So brands are steering towards that. So you're coming in at a great time where brands are saying, okay, we need to automate this part. So they're seeking for this level of consultancy, this level of knowledge. The good news is, well, you're in touch with Freddie. You're in first line of communication with us. You have the full team. But here's the thing: what we're gonna do for anyone that goes through your learning, the learning curve that you're gonna put together, so everyone gets to profit from this. You're gonna get the Skupreme team to back those efforts. So you're not gonna be doing it alone. You're gonna have a full support team helping you set up the account of your customers. So think about it. It's gonna be like, it's possibly the best deal you're gonna snag in your life. You're gonna be able to set up the agency from AppSumo. Crazy.
I'm just, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, Cold Crest, like I told you, Cold Crest, because I know as soon as he heard that, because I know how he thinks, right? I know he is like, yeah, he's going to be all over this. So listen, this has been fun. I learned a lot. This is probably by far my longest live stream, but this had so much juice in it. Oh my goodness. So we're going to do something else. And we So if you're already in my community, you're already going to know, right? If you're not in my community, thanks for coming. If you want to join my community, because we're going to be putting in some juice down there. We're going to put in some work. And here's the thing, as I wrap up, I have 2 more deals that's going to wrap all of this up. It's going to tie all of this up. I have 2 more deals. I met with 2 founders. I met with a founder in person the other afternoon. I met with a founder that has an agency that you can actually buy your agency and run it through that. So what I just showed you was how the agency I'm setting up. He says, I got a special deal for you and your community. I'm like, baby, we need it. So that's only going to be in the community. I'm not bringing that. Am I bringing that to the web? I don't know. You're only going to be able to get the access to the additional stuff inside my community. But I'm going to bring a deal. I might bring that. The deal might be too good to leave to the community. It might be too sweet. But I am going to bring a deal, an agency deal. I met with the founder face to face for dinner. I said, I need something for my community. He says, I got you. So I'm going to bring that deal. That agency deal is going to help you do this deal if you want to. And I have another deal that I'm going to be launching probably in another 2 or 3 weeks. Stay tuned. Listen, you guys know how we do it here, Digital Growth Hacks. We trying to grow here. If you're not growing, don't be around us, man, because we're trying to put this together. I appreciate all you guys showing up. I appreciate you showing up, Francisco. I appreciate Joyful Stamping showing up. I appreciate Sister Soldier, Cold Crush, Mark Rodriguez, Freddie, all of my diehard members here. I appreciate you guys showing up. Who else? Charlie Mills in the house. Charlie Mills in the house? Dang, I forgot. I was so caught up. Hey, you guys have been great. This was great. This is fantastic. Till next time, you guys take care. We got another live coming up. Do not forget my what am I doing? I'm doing an Easter pack, not an Easter pack, but it's going to be an April Fool's pack. It's dropping. It's going to be serious. All right. You guys have been great. You guys take care. Till next time. Goodbye for now.
Appreciate you too. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.